Hello, hello, I'm DrGraves. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are having a really good night. I was just trying to mess here with some settings and then ended up staying here for too long. I should have started the stream like half an hour ago. So I apologize. But we're gonna go with our ghost video reviews and just chilling a little bit. I like doing that. I really enjoyed it. I'm just making sure that my settings here are okay because I'm also streaming on Twitch. So just give me 1 second, please. Let's see, live chat. These browser. Twitch alert. They're not gonna be chosen or anything. They're just gonna be normal. So I'm gonna put them over here. Actually, where's my other one? Okay, so we're gonna put them around the same area. Sometimes it just gotta happen like this. What are you gonna do? Alright, so we go to watching video screen. Where are my alerts on this side? Up there, okay. Just gonna add another alerts here. Gonna add existing Twitch alert. Alright, very cool. We're gonna put it right here. Actually on this side. Alright, we should be good to roll. And on this, when I'm watching these videos, I think it's better to have my camera up here. I should have done this before I started. But that's how it is, procrastination. Being distracted with other things. Alright, so, yep, I'm here. Yeah, that way it's better to be seen. Very cool. I think we're good to start then. Let's take a little sip of tea here. All right. Make sure this is all correct. One second, I'm sorry. Beginning of streams, it's always like, oh, there's something I should do. Always the same. All right, very good. Let's roll with some scary videos.
A mother is alone at home, watching TV, when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following video comes from Daniel Thompson, who lives happily with his mother in a 3-story house that is filled with lots of antiques and other priceless items that are fairly creepy to say the least.
Not sure that's a
From
priceless
expensive
item.
artifacts bought overseas to small collectibles that can't be found anywhere else. Daniel's mom has been collecting many antiquities ever since he was a child. However, out of all the items in this house, 2 in particular scare him the most. A porcelain doll that is placed at the front entrance of the house, and a dollhouse that for some reason makes him feel extremely uneasy. The dollhouse, according to Daniel, does something very strange. Here's a video of him talking about it.
I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I can say that has happened with it is sometimes,
regardless of everything, it looks really sweet.
When I walk by, or like I go, the bathroom's back there, and I walk through and I hear like tapping coming from this room. It's like it's like
Tap on the yep.
Yeah, it's like like the tapping kept happening, and I came over and I was trying to figure out like where it was coming from, but it was coming from this dollhouse, and I don't know where. and it hasn't done it since.
Daniel thinks that the tapping noises are coming from inside the dollhouse, which is in the room that his sister used to be in. For this reason, he's been recording it ever since with a security camera to see if the knocking continues and to hopefully find the source. But then one day, while passing by the room, this happens. It's late at night when Daniel captures this.
Guys.
What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Just give me a second here. I need to check something else. Let's see. Gun settings. Sometimes these fun things happen. Connections. Am I not in the right thing? Shut it off. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment. Words. Oh yeah, I already connected it, so it should be fine. Okay. My bad. Alright, let's keep on going. It's hearing noises.
Those are the tapping noises I was talking about.
They're from the door. That's very loud. It's not a little tappy noise. Get a tiny spirit. A tiny little chair. That sounds very clearly there.
Like, where is this coming from?
If there's one of the little things moving, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's like knocking at the door.
Can open it. You shouldn't open the door.
Hello?
Mysteriously, the source of the tapping sounds can't be found anywhere.
You opened the door.
Even the 3 knocks that were heard on the small door are a mystery. Without a clue as to where they came from, Daniel continues to record the dollhouse. But only a day later, something happens that chills Daniel to his core. Take a look.
It's gonna be the tiny little tricycle. Right. No way. That is cool. I think it has tiny little wires. That looks pretty neat though.
Somehow, the miniature figurines move on their own as though someone or something was playing with them. As if the tapping noises weren't enough to spook Daniel, this happens. Understandably, he had no words when he saw this video. He began to think that his mom may have brought either a cursed or haunted item into their house.
Huh.
Not sure what to make of it, Daniel doesn't mention nor post any more footage of the dollhouse. But then, 2 nights later, something happens that impels him to share the following footage. It's around 2:30 in the morning when this is captured.
So I would like to know just why did he have a security camera right, like turned into the direction of the dollhouse? Is it because stuff was happening? Was he streaming it live or something?
Sure.
It's the mocking of the Trinity. That sounds inside. It even sounds like muffled. This guy has a lot of security cameras, by the way. That would be very, very creepy.
The sound of knocking can be heard at the door.
It's pretty
but strangely, the footage from outside shows no one at the entrance. Who, or even what, had been knocking at the door? Now what's even more strange about this is that the same number of knocks were made earlier in the dollhouse video. Fearing that the dollhouse might have something to do with this, Daniel places the miniature set inside his garage. He continues to record it just in case the knocking continues. If it does, then he'll know for sure the knocking came from the set itself and not from the room it was in. Fast forward to a day later, and nothing happens. The next video Daniel uploads has nothing to do with the strange activity in his house. Instead, it's a video of him recording his workplace. Nothing is mentioned about the previous incidents or any new activity that's been captured. It seems that whatever had been happening in his house has stopped. But then, out of nowhere, within a couple hours of posting this video, Daniel receives a message from his mom. It's a video of security footage taken from inside their living room. We can see Daniel's mom watching TV when suddenly this happens.
Hit the mannequin. I mean, why do you have mannequins? Who does that?
The sound of bare feet running towards Daniel's mom can be heard on camera. Feeling very spooked, she looks around but can't find anything that could explain the running footsteps. It was at this point that both Daniel and his mom were convinced that something is haunting them. Although already convinced, it seems that it didn't stop the strange activity from continuing. Only a day later, Daniel looks over at the footage caught inside the garage and sees this.
Uh-oh.
Around the same time the footsteps are caught on camera, this happened.
It's like a horror movie, like Chucky's gonna come out. That's pretty cool though. And then with all the pixels just going. Oh my god, this makes my face so bright. Nice. Sounds pretty
Both the
neat.
tapping sounds and the doll's eyes are no doubt creepy, yet some viewers believe that the doll is actually mechanical and was either malfunctioning or glitching during this time. This notion, however, is put to rest as a video from Daniel shows that the doll is entirely hollow from inside. Given this proof, viewers believe that something is haunting both Daniel and his mom. Whether or not that's so,
creepy.
I'll let you come up with your own conclusion. Is something haunting this house? Or is something else happening here? Feel free to let me know what you think. A woman is woken up late at night by her dog, who is barking non-stop at something outside her house. Feeling very unsettled by her dog's behavior, she takes out her phone and records the following video. What she sees leaves her in total shock.
What happened? Is that a person? Oh, I wish this was focused.
Although it's hard to see at first, there seems to be a shadow-like figure standing completely still, while seemingly observing the woman, who shakes in fear at the sight of this mysterious being. Immensely terrified, the woman backs away slowly, hoping the shadowy figure doesn't move any closer to the property. It's safe to say that the strange presence has placed both her and her dog on high alert.
Damn.
But it would be the following night that places them in a state of complete terror.
The only thing is that, like, if you see someone there, like at like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning, like, how the hell are you not gonna just zip it out of there? You're gonna. That's the only thing that I always am like iffy. Like, if you're scared, you're not gonna record shit. But it is cool. It does look awesome. Seems like it's some sort of a shadow figure there.
What happens next is beyond strange.
Get the doggo. So happy.
Otra vez el ruido ese. Paco está haciéndome compañía hoy, pero ya estoy sola. Todavía se escucha un ruido de abajo. Y la verdad que no sé. Ay, la contra, el olor a algo ahí.
Where?
Sora.
What the hell?
Sora, subí. Ay, no, Dios santo. Nera.
That gave me chills.
Horrified beyond belief, a pair of long, skinny fingers emerge from underneath the staircase. But creepiest of all is the complexion of this mysterious being. Its pale skin tone is similar to that of a corpse that was freshly buried. Without delay, the woman runs down the staircase at full speed, hoping to capture whatever this was. But upon arriving down, nothing is seen below the stairs. Whatever had been there had seemingly disappeared. Whether a ghost or some paranormal entity had been caught on camera remained shrouded in mystery.
Okay, that would be way more creepy or believable, whatever, if it was not a staircase that you can put your hands from. But it is cool. It's really cool. Try not to curse too much.
Now, the exact source of this next clip is unknown, so very little context is given, but it doesn't take much to figure out what's going on in the video. Something very strange is caught on camera. The clip itself shows footage of a dog's cage. It's assumed the owner had bought the camera to watch their dog whenever they're away from home. On one occasion, the owner was looking over at the security camera to see what their dog was up to, but to their shock, they saw what may just be a reason for why they should be concerned for the safety of their dog. This is what they saw.
Pet the dog. Dog is like, what the hell?
Right from the start, we can see the dog looking at something that can't be seen on camera. Then strangely, without a moment's notice, the dog is seemingly thrown back as though something had struck them. But strangest of all is the door opening on its own immediately afterward, as though someone or something had went inside. But, like always, what do you think? Is this video solid proof of a ghost haunting a dog? Or might this be something that could easily be explained? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
That's really cool. This one is awesome because it's an animal. You can't like just tell an animal act this way and it does go back like someone is passing by. And the door opening, the dog looks very confused. It's definitely looking at something. I don't know. This one is pretty good. And I know for a fact that camera is like the camera that gives the treats to animals. Like he shoots them, you can see it online, like on your phone, but pretty cool.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This next video comes from a bus driver in Singapore who had no idea that his day would start off with a very spooky encounter. It's 7 in the morning somewhere in Singapore when the driver of a large double-decker bus checks the security cameras of both decks inside the vehicle. On his dashboard, we can see live footage of what looks to be an empty bus.
And let's just say Japan and like Asia in general, they have the coolest monsters. You don't know, like ghosts, whatever it is, cryptids. They're all so awesome, so different than over here. It's crazy.
But upon looking closely, something pretty unnerving is seen on camera. Take a look.
Why is he filming?
Pagi dah buat seram ah. Kau tengok ni ya.
It's going to be someone there, isn't there?
Okey, kat atas ni ada orang kan. Iwak betul lah. Pagi-pagi dah buat seram ah. Abi boleh ada orang kat atas kan.
There's lights too.
Sial kan, tak ada orang kan. Berderau darah aku lah, celaka betul lah. Aku puas jeritkan dia suruh turun tadi kat dekat tempat turun orang. Nak bawa lagi ke sini. Pokemon betul lah.
As if seeing someone in what is supposed to be an empty bus wasn't creepy enough, the bus driver checks around and finds no one inside. It appears that whoever or whatever was seen on camera had simply vanished. If no one had been inside the bus, then who or what was this?
That is pretty cool too. Like that one, even though you can't really see that well, it's pretty cool. I like that. That's different in a bus.
On March 6th of 2023, a Reddit user had taken a photo of his kitchen late at night. The Reddit user claims that over the last couple of years, he's been hearing mysterious noises coming from his apartment. For the longest time, he's been trying to figure out the source of these noises. But then one night, while being in his living room, he takes a photo of his kitchen and captures this.
What did he capture? Oh, I see it. Yep. That's giving me chills. Seems like a
It was
person
only
with
after
a beard.
enhancing the photo that he was able to see what looks to be a tall figure standing in his kitchen. He believes that whoever this is the person responsible for the strange noises he would hear at night. While the figure itself is pretty creepy, viewers believe that the Reddit user had actually caught something paranormal. Whatever this is appears to have no eyes and seems to be very tall when comparing it to the fridge on the side. But it only gets creepier because only a few days later, the Reddit user had posted a video of another strange occurrence.
Oh.
He left his camera recording overnight where the figure was spotted and captured this.
Seems like the same person. Okay, I got chills, but I don't know. This one seems like a person in the dark and the camera's just shitty quality. Also, like, the movement is very, like, person-like, if that makes sense.
If you look closely, you can see what looks to be a figure moving in the dark. But it's only after brightening the footage that the video becomes even more scary. This mysterious figure might just be the same person or thing caught in the previous photo. Now, it could be that a squatter is hiding inside his apartment, but then again, some viewers think that this supposed person is actually something supernatural. There haven't been any further updates on this story, but until then, you be the judge on what was captured.
That's cool.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Where's the ones that I was watching before? Okay. We just watched the 74. Gonna go 75.
At approximately 1:30.
I'm sorry. Let's just open it in the new tab. That way I can just come back to this one.
At approximately 1:30 in the morning, a truck driver was driving down a road that many truckers try avoiding at all costs. According to rumors, the road in question is believed to be cursed, as many drivers have either seen or been involved in an accident while commuting to their destination through this route.
Creaky now.
Now, it's not just accidents that often occur here, but also unexplainable sightings. There have been many reports from drivers who claim to have seen shadowy figures standing on the side of the road, as though waiting for someone to pick them up. It's around 1:30 in the morning, somewhere in Louisiana, when a truck driver spots something very peculiar on the road he's on. Knowing the history of this place, he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures leaves him totally spooked.
What was that? I wish these videos were not so blurry all the time. Person looking and waving? Is that what it is? A kid? It's like a
Someone or something appears to be squatting on the side of the road, doing who knows what before turning around to look at the driver. Aside from the fact that it's late at night in the middle of nowhere, the way in which they turn their head and wave at the camera seems quite unnatural. It's for this reason that some viewers believe that a skinwalker or a cryptid of some sort was caught on camera. Whether a ghost, cryptid, or person, no new information has been brought forth to clarify what exactly was captured.
Huh. I mean, if that's in the middle of the night, that is pretty...
There's a mall in Peru that is
crazy.
well known for being one of the biggest plazas in the city of Pucallpa. A lot of kids come here as the plaza holds events primarily aimed at children. Even the mascot of this place is designed to appeal to a young audience, which is pretty evident by the numerous TV ads run by this mall.
I know of a certain game that uses the same tactics.
With so many kids running around the place, it's no surprise that accidents often happen here. But one accident in particular has left many people unsettled. In 2016, a young girl named Valentina Yamalith had been playing around at an instant photo booth where an exposed cable from the machine was touching a metal railing near the kiosk. Valentina grabbed onto the railing and was instantly electrocuted.
Aww.
Unfortunately, due to the high voltage she received, Valentina was pronounced deceased only hours later. Understandably, Valentina's family had mourned and grieved for days on end.
That
Fast
sucks.
forward to a few years
Poor
later,
family.
and Valentina's story is no longer talked about. Or so it seems. As of recent, the same plaza where Valentina had passed away has been experiencing strange activity within its stores. It's late at night, after business hours, when a surveillance camera inside a store captures this.
That was crazy. No way.
The video shows what looks to be a small child zooming back and forth at a speed beyond human capacity. As if seeing a child alone inside a store that is closed wasn't strange enough, it runs at a supernatural speed.
Very much
Employees
so.
of the mall can't help but think that this may have been the ghost of Valentina, given the tragic history of this plaza. But you be the judge. Was the spirit of Valentina caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
This one's giving me chills too. Wow. That was good.
It's late at night when the following happens. The person recording is alone at home when all of a sudden something bone-chilling is caught on camera. Now the person in question is known as Caitlin, and it was 2 years ago that she was involved in a terrible accident. On August 8th of 2020, Caitlin jumped off a rope swing at a very high altitude, causing her to break her neck after landing on a pile of rocks.
Oh,
This
man.
injury was so severe that she had to stay home for more than a few weeks until she recovered. But during her stay at home, Caitlin would encounter something that still haunts her to this day. No one else is home when this is captured.
That's very loud.
Oh my god.
Is it gonna open?
Somehow, the two doors open on their own, seemingly at the same
No way. No way. No way. Like, no way. She would not be that chill about this. She would probably, you know how she ran in the beginning? That's what she should have done out the window or something. Wow. That's cool.
same time. Feeling beyond spooked, Caitlin sits on her bed, paralyzed with fear. Soon after, the video comes to an end. But this wouldn't be the last of it, as only a few days later, this happens.
Also, am I the only one that doesn't sleep with the bedroom open? Not having it? No way. I've done it since forever, since I had an available door in my room. I always close the door. Am I the only one? I don't trust open doors. I watch too many horror movies. I guess that scarred me. And no way I'm leaving any doors open a little bit. There's no way I'm leaving the doors open a lot. They're closed and they're locked. No chance.
Just like before, the same door closes on its own, leading viewers to believe that the room itself is haunted. Since then, Caitlin hasn't talked about this or the previous incident. Given how frightened she seemed in both encounters, it might be best to forget about
Did she
them.
seem that frightened?
After all, this terrifying encounter still haunts her to this day.
Also, how is it that she broke her neck related to this? That's the one thing that I'm a bit confused about. But that's cool. Boom. Alright, number 6.
In this short video, a famous musician from Argentina had posted something pretty spooky that occurred at a friend's house. Jimena Barron was visiting a very close friend who she's known for over 5 years. Never has she ever encountered anything like this while being at her place. According to her, she was sitting outside in the backyard when suddenly she felt as though someone had grabbed her shoulder. She immediately gets up and turns around to see who it is, but strangely, no one is there. Now, although this incident doesn't seem that strange, it's the video itself that's by far the strangest. It wasn't until looking at the footage captured by the security camera outside that Jimena was left extremely terrified. If you zoom in on the video, you can see what appears to be a set of fingers touching Jimena's shoulder. It's hard to make out at first, but if you pause the video at the right time, you can see what looks like a row of distorted fingers. Now, what makes this even creepier is that Jimena stands up soon after the hand appears. Because of this, viewers believe that something had actually touched her. But, as always, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else? You let me know.
Okay. Very hard to see because the image is very distorted, but it does seem like something like finger shows up. And there's really no way of someone being behind her. That is crazy. Wow.
The following video comes from a man named Bobby who lives with his daughter inside a house where unusual activity has been happening recently. Bobby can't shake the feeling that something is haunting both him and his daughter. He's been documenting these strange occurrences ever since they started, but out of all occurrences, the following has left him the most unsettled. Bobby's in his living room when out of nowhere, strange noises come from his bedroom. He grabs his phone and records the following.
It's either in my room or Sky's room, but Sky's passed out right now. But it's crazy, yo. Hold on. See, she's sleeping.
During daytime?
See, I'm telling you, I keep hearing weird shit. I think it's coming from my room now.
All right, this has showing a lot of promise. During daytime, you can see really well. Hopefully we see something cool.
I don't know what that sound is, though. Oh, what the f was that, man? Yo, f this. F this.
The sound of footsteps is heard right behind him, as though someone had walked into the room. Spooked out by the noise, he proceeds to close the cabinet and walk out.
Odd
For the next
reaction.
few months, Bobby would continue to post videos of strange happenings in his home, but it's the most recent video that has left him the most concerned. He's alone at home when this is captured.
Annabelle Annabelle doll by it. Just saying.
I know y'all hear the footsteps. I'm like shaking already. So early in the morning too. See, I know you hear them pacing in there.
Is this something kids like gigantic dolls? Is this a thing? I thought it was just for the horror movies, and you know, it's very known because of the Warrens situation, and in the Warrens museum that they have the Annabelle doll there, but they don't look like, I don't know, maybe kids like it.
Nah, get out of here, man.
She has all of them. The whole crew. You're gonna close?
Hello?
Solid reaction.
I'm like freaking out.
Is it gonna close? No.
Mysteriously, the same room where the footsteps were heard opens up on its own. Like before, Bobby was spooked out of his mind, but it seems not as much as when the following incident had occurred. Bobby is once again alone at home when something unexplainable happens inside his daughter's room. This is what he captured.
It always gets crazy when I'm here by myself. Or when my daughter's sleeping. But, see? I told you. I want her piano again. Hello? See, there's her piano. Don't mind her room. She has so many damn toys. You gotta clean up like every day in here. Hello?
Understandable.
But at least y'all caught that part. Yo. Nope. I'm good. Nope. I'm good. Shut that. I'm telling you, every time I'm here by myself, man.
Well, you're not by yourself anymore, it seems.
See, look, her piano's still going off in there, man.
The toys inside his daughter's room mysteriously start going off by themselves. Now, not much else is known about Bobby's situation, but he continues to post these strange happenings on his channel. He hopes that someone will explain what's happening, as the activity in his house seems to be getting stranger and stranger.
Huh. Interesting.
Now, the exact source of the following clip is unknown. It was reposted by someone who found the video somewhere. Even without a source though, the footage is still terrifying on its own. It starts off with a group of men who are looking down a manhole. They swear that they either saw someone or something inside it. The man recording takes a closer look and sees this.
Te lo juro que había algo ahí abajo.
devolvemos?
Créame que yo no vi nada más. Yo hubiera visto algo. Es que yo iba pasando por acá y esa vuelta está destapada. Obviamente
No, si es risa,
se
güey.
asoma. No,
Es
sí,
que risa, güey.
ahí ya la parte alta. ¡Perro, se lo vio!
Without warning,
Whoa.
the head of someone or something pops into view under the open manhole. Its sudden appearance was enough to send the man running away. Like something straight out of a horror movie, the face seemingly disappears as the man steps back. Whatever this was remains a total mystery, but real or not, the unexpected appearance of this ghoulish face is the stuff of nightmares. If you caught something
What the hell? This one is puzzling. There could be someone inside of that and like doing that with their hand or something, but that is creepy. Like that startled me a little bit. I wonder if the other people saw it too.
creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Let me go over here. I don't think I'm
This
getting
next
your
video
chat.
was taken inside a mansion that is well known for being extremely haunted.
Property.
On July 30th of 2022, Sabrina and her husband Carl decide to take a tour of the Aston Hall mansion located in Birmingham, England. The place itself isn't just known for being haunted, but also for its immaculate architecture that many are taken aback when seeing it in person. But it's
Can you post something else on the chat? I just want to make sure if this is showing up or not. Read only. What the hell? Why is this being weird? Yeah, the chat should be showing up there. Let me see if I post something here. Solving problems in real time. Oh, it did show up now. Maybe I didn't see it showing up. Did you see if it showed up? Yeah, it goes away really quick. That's right, I changed that. Maybe I need to make sure the chat feature shows up for longer time. Actually, I also need to set up the Twitch chat. Where is it? It's the channel. It's the channel. Hey, why is this? All right, so settings. Well, I have to do this after. Like, I don't see the pop-up option for this one. Highlights, mod view, turn on shield mode. Highlights? Huh. Which has some new things, I'm just realizing. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure this out later, not during stream. If I forget, remind me to check out the chat. Right.
Seems that the real reason people come here isn't just to admire the beauty of this place, but to experience the hauntings that tourists have encountered. There's a room in this mansion that once belonged to a young woman named Mary Holt. The story goes that Mary's father had heard that she planned to run away and marry one of the servants who worked there. Upset that his daughter would do such a thing, he goes to her room and locks her inside. Years would pass, and Mary would still be locked up inside this room. It was after 16 years of being grounded that Mary passed away. It is said that she died of starvation, but also partly of a broken heart. Now, the story itself is quite tragic, but it seems that it wasn't tragic enough for Sabrina's husband, as according to her, he thought it would be funny to call out Mary after learning about her story. This is something Sabrina regrets, as she says that if it wasn't for her spouse calling out Mary, this chilling encounter wouldn't have happened. The two are climbing up the stairs to Mary's room when this is captured.
Mary? You mean you no harm?
Oh, I've seen this one. This is
You know you're
crazy.
in there.
Watch.
We've seen you. Where are you, Mary?
Watch.
Mary? Mary?
Getting chills. Ooh.
Mary? Are you still in there, Mary?
You see it cross.
Come out now. Hello?
Inside Mary's old room, a shadow-like figure darts across the chamber in a swift motion. The two stand in silence while breathing heavily in anticipation. It doesn't show itself again until moments later after being called out by Sabrina's husband, as though acknowledging the husband's summoning.
Wow.
Now, something worth mentioning is that the couple doesn't enter the room to see what's inside.
I wouldn't either.
The reason for not doing so, according to them, is that the museum prohibits anyone from entering the room. As with any historical piece on display, this one is off limits to the public. To this day, Sabrina and her husband have no idea as to who or even what was caught on camera. A family who lives in England has been capturing video evidence of strange happenings inside their home.
Smug
Ever
puppy.
since 1990.
Oh man, like, I don't know why everything's being so weird with my channels. I should have seen messages here. The appearance, yeah, all good. Need to check out what Trovo is. Read only. Yeah, this should be all of it. Oh boy. It's like you think you leave all your settings correctly and then these things happen. Anyway, moving on.
97, the family has been seeing things that they can't seem to explain. More often than not, they would hear strange noises coming out of nowhere and even see things move on their own. To the family, it seems that with every unusual occurrence that happens, the activity intensifies. Now, although they live in a constant state of fear, they still try their best to live comfortably in their own home.
I thought she was painting the floor and I was so confused for a second. That's clearly not what that is. It's like to take the fuzzies out of the carpet, but which I need to do here. But that was funny.
On one occasion, the family makes time to chat with one another and a friend of theirs who is visiting them. The father records the occasion on his phone, as moments like this rarely happen. All is going well, when suddenly, this happens.
He always pushes it through when I'm sitting on the sofa. So annoying.
Why are you moving closer and closer towards me and almost in my lap, Beba?
Why are you filling your coat?
She's ready to run. Don't you trust over there anymore, Beba?
No, I'm all good, thanks.
Why you moved out in the first place?
One of the reasons, yeah. Oh, God.
I used to hog in the oven.
Shh.
It's like, nope.
Alright, I'm so
We'll go together.
Yeah, get together. Yeah. It always happens on viewing.
I just don't even
Why she's up the stairs.
Oh my, no.
Oh, I don't go.
There's nothing there, no I can't.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, can see.
Oh God.
As if things inside their home have finally settled, this happens. The sound of heavy footsteps walking about is heard above them. Seeming slightly unfazed, as they've seen stranger things before, they laugh about it and proceed to check on the source. But after standing momentarily at the base of the stairs, an unseen presence runs down at full speed. This may just be the scariest encounter they've ever had. But until more videos are posted, it seems that this one will stand out from any other creepy occurrence they experience.
Huh. That was
When
pretty
it comes to
crazy.
videos of baby monitors that capture something paranormal,
Oh, come on, man. Like, these monitors, dude, like, that's a horror movie just by itself. It's just a kid in bed, but like, Jesus Christ, look at that.
on camera, they usually tend to be creepy. But this next video may just be a lot more wholesome than scary.
Okay.
Whitney Allen is the mother of 2 children whose father tragically passed away in 2022 after suffering a brain injury caused by a bee sting. Apparently, Whitney's husband was severely allergic to bees. The bee sting he received was enough to send his body into cardiac arrest and affect his brain. After months of being in hospice care, he sadly passed away. To Whitney, the passing of her husband was extremely agonizing. But for him to pass away only 3 months later after the birth of their second child was painfully devastating. The fact that he wasn't able to stay for long to see their child grow up was unbearable to think about. Now, even though she feels that her husband wasn't able to meet their baby in a meaningful way on Earth, she believes that he was able to do so from the beyond. Late one evening, Whitney is looking over at the baby monitor when she sees a mysterious light on her child's head. At first, she thought this light was just a reflection on the screen, but when her child changed position on the bed, the light was still there. She couldn't help but think that this orb was actually her husband, as it seemed to be patting and stroking the baby's head.
Oh. That's sad. It's comforting, but it's sad at the same time. Two pacifiers like a boss.
After months of experiencing total agony, seeing this had brought Whitney a sense of peace. Even though her husband had passed away, She takes comfort in the thought that somehow he's still here. As with most videos, feel free to let me know your thoughts on this one.
That was nice. Oh, that must be so hard to people when that happens. All right, let's see the next one. Wait, I want to do new tab.
On April 16 of 2023, at around 12 a.m., a man named Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room. Trembling with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved. Now, not too long ago, I featured a video from Jacob, who you may remember as the man who inherited an old house and a creepy clown doll that both belonged to his grandmother.
Oh
the
my
clown
God,
doll,
look
known
at
as
that
Jeffrey,
thing.
scares him. Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him.
Oh, that is...
But then one night...
That thing is terrible. It is like actual, like very big. I don't like that one bit.
Something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him.
If that thing moves, I swear to God. So it's on the wall. Oh God. Turn on the light, wise man. That's a big nope. Oh God. Oh. No.
As Jacob checks the room where the sounds were coming from, a loud noise is heard from downstairs.
That's me.
He looks nervously down the staircase when suddenly the sound of footsteps going up the stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there. He then quickly turns around to see the door opening slowly, showing Jeffrey, whose head is now in a different position. Initially seen facing the wall, the clown is now staring at the door.
That
Jacob quickly ends the video here and
locks
locks himself in his room until the following morning. After this night, he was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted.
That's
Afraid
crazy.
it might happen again or something worse may occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the basement.
Another update.
Why keeping it?
You know, I think I'm definitely going to be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. I'm going to be putting him in the basement, so I'm going to follow up. This is the result so far. I'm going to leave him here for now.
Always facing the wall.
But I think I'm going to put a camera here.
Oh no.
Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey by placing a security camera in front of him. If anything happens, he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few nights later, and he's notified of movement inside the basement. He checks the camera's live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Now, this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has a timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time. But as he continues to watch, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch.
I don't like how he goes away from the frame. He's gonna be looking. He's gonna be freaking looking. Yep, here we go. Fuck that. That actually got me.
As the camera oscillates from side to side, the clown's arm eerily moves on its own. Seconds later, the light bulb blows out in a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark. Following that, a strange voice is heard whispering something that's hard to make out. Not much else happens after this, but everything that happened before was enough for Jacob to decide that Jeffrey should remain locked up in the basement. Jeffrey continues to be recorded in case he moves again. For now, no further updates have been posted by Jacob. But until then, this video remains a mystery.
Nope. That's a big nope for me. No thanks.
This next video comes from a man whose entire home is filled with Bibles and other religious artifacts that he worships on the daily. If he's not praying, then he's most likely sitting at his piano playing a song with verses from the Bible.
Why?
Pretty much everything he has or does in this apartment is based on something religious. Now, you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly true, the main reason as to why he prays a lot has to do with something completely different.
Here we go.
As it turns out, this man has been experiencing strange happenings in his home. Ever since visiting his father's gravesite at the cemetery, he can't shake the feeling that something has followed him home. Whatever it might be, he's deeply afraid of it. For this reason, he's been praying and singing religious songs more so than usual as an attempt to get rid of the evil entity that now lives in his home. One day, while taking a nap, he wakes up to a loud noise in the living room. He grabs his phone and records this.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe duro.
Jesus.
Por allá en la sala,
like a big car or motorcycle outside.
Hace días que se viene presentando.
Are we not talking about the two red eyes in the dark?
Cosas extrañas en el apartamento, son las
4 a.m.
4:13 minutos de la tarde, entonces me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora están sucediendo como cosas raras.
Wait, it's not 4 a.m. It's clearly daylight out, so maybe it's 4 p.m. Maybe that's what they meant to put.
Entonces,
also, nice Matrix poster. He likes the Matrix, a good guy.
Comedor. Miren, es en el comedor. Tengo las ventanas cerradas, miren. Esto viene sucediendo hace como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy extraño. Se me hace muy extraño que estén pasando cosas así.
Feeling slightly unnerved, the man
Are we not talking about that couch positioning? Okay.
sees a set of eating utensils swaying side to side as though a strong breeze had passed by. But as the man points out, all windows are closed shut. Naturally, he was stricken with fear, but not as much as the next incident, as what happens then leaves him terribly shaken up. A few days after this occurrence, the man uploads a video in which he appears to be deeply distressed. Watch.
So it's at nighttime now? No, okay, now it's actually daytime. I don't know why that matters. Same key. It is plugged in though.
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas. En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas.
When I was...
No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas.
You see that? Can we see it going down?
Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
Can we see the key being pressed? Man. Okay. Alright. That was some good shit. You can see it actually go down. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Appearing to be fed up with the supposed spirit, the man tells the spirit to leave at once, but after having done so, a piano key is seemingly pressed by an unseen force. The man quickly rushes out of the room in a panic frenzy. It was now clear to him that something was provoking him. But as if that wasn't obvious enough, 4 days later, this happens.
Nighttime.
It's 3 in the morning when the man and his girlfriend, who was staying the night, wake up to strange noises. What happens next leaves them highly unsettled. Take a look.
And then he left.
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos. Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y...
Escucha, escucha, escucha.
Sí, amor, sí, se escucha. Es en la sala.
Sí. Escucha, escucha.
Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor?
La cocina.
¿Qué fue eso?
¿Se cayó?
Yo voy a mirar. Quédese aquí, amor, quédese aquí.
Amor.
Señor bendito. Amor, quédese acá, yo voy solo, amor.
Grab something. Just in case. Just grab something. Turn on the light. Drink some whiskey. Make it strong. Nice house, though.
En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate.
Annabelle poster. All right, this dude is into movies.
¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes. ¿Qué fue lo que sonó así ahorita, amor?
Una cocina.
Mira, amor, mira. ¿Ves que no me tiras, amor?
Was a ghost cat.
Es un vaso.
Shot glass?
Mira, todos los cajones están abiertos. ¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Strangely, the wind chimes move on their own, and the kitchen appears to be ransacked. Yet according to the man, no signs of forced entry were seen anywhere in the house. Further adding to the strangeness, the man says that his girlfriend felt very ill only minutes after this incident. Whether or not this had something to do with her sudden illness is unknown. But considering what happened only days later, the man can't help but think that the spirit was responsible for this. It's late at night, and the man is once again woken up by mysterious noises when this is captured.
What's gonna happen? You see something? Turn on the light, dude. Thank you. What the hell?
Without warning, the sound of footsteps charging.
You think he was trying to contact him about his car's extended insurance? We'll never know.
At full throttle can be heard heading towards the man before being attacked by an unseen presence. Scared stiff, the man stands in silence while trying to process what just happened. He then picks up his phone and ends the video here. Although undoubtedly strange, viewers find it stranger that the man doesn't turn on the lights in most of these incidents. But the reason for this, according to him, is that the lights for most of the rooms are located at the main entrance, which he stays away from as he's too scared to approach. Whether ghost or not, the man continues to pray and read passages from the Bible in the hopes that doing so would get rid of the strange presence that haunts him.
That's pretty crazy.
In early January of 2023, a woman named Nancy Malkin had a very strange encounter with something in her child's bedroom. Nancy says that the reason she had went up to her son's bedroom in the first place was because she saw something quite unusual on the security camera that's placed in his room. She had woken up from a nap before looking over at the camera's live feed and seeing a strange orb flying around her son's toys. It would seem to zip around in a strange way and react to objects it touched as though it had a mind of its own. Now, Nancy had been looking at this orb for quite some time. More than 5 minutes have passed since initially spotting the mysterious orb, and still, it continued to float around in the same spot. Now curious as to what exactly was being caught on camera, she walks over to her son's room, but strangely finds nothing there. Nothing visible could be seen with her naked eye, but on camera, she could still see the ball of light floating around the same spot. In this short clip, Nancy's observing the orb via the security camera's live feed on her phone. Mind you, that without the phone, she can't see anything in person. While looking at the live feed, she sees the ball of light moving frenetically. Watch.
Huh. That is neat.
Now at one point, Nancy starts to communicate with the orb. She tells it to touch her hand when something pretty interesting happens. The orb quickly moves away from her hand as though she had scared it. Nancy decides to leave this mysterious orb alone and call it a day. The orb continues to fly around the same spot even after she goes.
Is that a bug?
But only minutes later, after rechecking the camera, the orb is no longer there. It had simply vanished. Ever since recording this, the orb hasn't shown itself again. Nancy believes that this mysterious orb might have been the spirit of a child as it kept floating around her son's toys. Perhaps it just wanted to play with them, as Nancy states.
I wonder
But whatever it might have been,
if there's any like phenomenon that these cameras specific because they're on nighttime on got the infrared lights on that causes this. If it's something like that's close to the camera or something like that, I don't know.
She claims that this mysterious orb was intelligent as it responded to everything she did. To this day, she still questions what this ball of light was doing inside her son's bedroom. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. There's an apartment in Poland where something very strange has been going on. The man who lives there claims that whenever he's by himself, he can't help but feel as though someone else is inside. When his roommates are gone and he has the place to himself, weird noises happen out of nowhere. Now what makes these occurrences extra strange is that they always seem to happen during the nighttime. Knowing when they usually occur, the man has his phone ready in hand and proceeds to record the following video. No one else is home when this is captured.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś właśnie takie dziwne.
I'm just gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I have to go to snack. Oh, I think it was just my source that was being weird. But I can see the chat now. I just realized it might make a lot of noise. This is very chewy. Okay. I might have to do a Minecraft stream at some point. All right. Let's go back to this one. Here we go. Okay. Was that a supernatural tattoo? Oh, we're still... no, I don't think so. Oh, definitely not. You just have a bottle in the middle of the floor? Nice bathroom. I thought there was like a skeleton. Catch the bottle. Nope, just staying there. That is dangerous.
Mysteriously, the bathroom faucet is left running as though someone or something had turned it on. The man shuts it off while seeming confused as to how it turned on by itself. He heads back to his room when eerily the light switch, which he just turned on, is immediately turned off. It seems that whoever or whatever was on the other end of the hall had switched off the light. Now this wouldn't be the end of it, as only a few nights later, something just as creepy happens. It's nighttime when the man recording hears banging noises outside his door. With his heart pounding in his ears, he records this.
Nie, ja pierdol...
I was gonna say, is that a bottle of vodka? It's a nice apartment though. This ghost really wants him to have high bills.
Whoa! Like something straight out of a horror movie, the man peeks out from his bedroom, peering into the darkness of the hallway to see if anyone's there. Finding nobody inside the bathroom, the man quickly walks back to his room, but stops in his tracks upon noticing the sudden mess in the kitchen. Appearing as though a massive earthquake had struck the place, the man runs back into his room in full terror before ending the video. What happened that night has left him shaken up. It's unknown if the man continues to live inside the apartment, as no updates or new videos have been posted. But as with most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Is something living inside this man's apartment? Or might there be an explanation for all that's happened?
I don't know about that one.
In this next video, two friends are hosting a live stream when something pretty spooky is captured live. Now, the two boys in this video often do live streams while playing video games late at night. It just so happens that this particular incident took place during an all-nighter, where around 5 in the morning, a strange noise is heard in the kitchen. The two usually play in the living room, so the noise was close by when it happened. The boys thought it was a family member who was grabbing a morning snack, so they shrugged it off and didn't think much of it. But later on, something happens that grabs their full attention and prompts them to end the live stream immediately. While playing in the dark, this happens.
Camera placement needed a little bit of work, boys. Okay, something is tickling in my mind is how are they streaming the game when it's pointing in that direction? And they're not really talking, so that's kind of odd. As a streamer, it's like that was weird.
At first, the fridge door seemingly opens on its own, as though someone had gone over to grab a snack. At least that's what the two boys thought, considering that one of them has a brother who wakes up around this time to cook something up. Thinking that he left the fridge door open by accident, one of them gets up to close it. But as they walk back, this happens. A chair swiftly moves on its own by more than a few inches, causing both friends to freeze in their tracks. It was at this point that they both knew that something unexplainable had occurred. Something supernatural. Viewers believe so too. But, as always, I'll let you be the judge on that. Had something paranormal occurred? Or had something else happened here?
Alright, very cool.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for putting these videos out there. I like this channel, Bizarre Bub. Alright, so we watch this one. Yep. Let's do this one. 77. What is it? Shoot. Just lost track. 77, okay.
The person who
now
recorded
go
this
back. My bad. And a new tab. There we go.
The person who recorded this is known as Creed, and it just so happens that while taking a walk through a trail that not many people know of, something pretty disturbing was caught on camera. It was sometime in the afternoon when this incident took place. Creed had just started hiking only an hour ago, but for some unknown reason that still haunts him to this day, the woods all of a sudden went quiet. Creed immediately sensed that something wasn't right. He sees a bunny crossing the trail right in front of him when it suddenly stops dead in its tracks. Feeling baffled and a bit scared, he takes out his phone and captures this.
What's gonna happen?
Who's right there?
As Creed walks away, a disembodied voice can be heard coming out of nowhere, and if you listen closely, you can make out what sounds like someone saying "help me" in a muffled voice. Perhaps this might have been the reason why the bunny froze in its tracks. It was sensing danger nearby. Although it could be that it saw Creed and froze out of fear, the eerie voice that's heard on camera has made viewers think otherwise. No one else is seen when the voice is heard. To this day, he's unsure as to who or even what was heard on camera. But as always, what are your thoughts on this? Could this be evidence of something supernatural? Or had something else been captured?
I don't know about that one.
This is why you should never open the door to anyone or anything at night without knowing for sure who or what it is. A single mother named Lupus and her 3 children had caught footage of something very strange that appeared at their front door. They had just woken up from a deep sleep when suddenly they captured this. Now, prior to this incident, the family had been experiencing unusual activity at home. They believe that the reason strange things have been happening to them is because they live in an area where a lot of witchcraft is done. Sometimes, the family would spot shadowy figures lurking around their house as if someone or something was observing them. One night, the family wakes up after hearing what sounds like a cat meowing at their front door. They quickly grab their camera and capture this.
¿Quién eres? Tú no eres un gato. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, ¿qué es eso? Vete de aquí, ¿quién eres? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Quién eres?
Getting chills. What the fuck is that?
Tú no eres un gato. Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa.
As they continue to record the supposed cat, a few things become apparent. Firstly, the cat's meowing seems quite unnatural, suggesting that someone or something was imitating these sounds. But as if that wasn't enough to prove this wasn't a cat, a pale-looking face can be seen at the door upon looking closely. It's as though whoever or whatever had been there was trying to trick the family into letting it in by pretending to be a cat in distress. Not much else is known about this video, which has yet to be fully explained. But if there's anything to take away from this footage, it's that it's crucial to be careful when it comes to answering your door to unexpected visitors, as you never know what might be on the other side. Now, the original source of this next video is unknown, but no context is needed, as what happens in this clip pretty much explains itself. A man is presumed to be visiting the gravesite of someone he once knew, when abruptly, the sound of muffled screams are heard coming from somewhere. He thinks he's found the source, when this is captured.
Which shows that quality image. It is? It's almost there.
If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like very faint tapping coming from somewhere. It isn't until approaching a particular gravesite that the sound becomes louder. It was at this moment when the man recording knew that the sounds were coming from inside this grave. But upon making this realization, a muffled scream is heard from inside. The man was seemingly shaken to his core. Could it be that someone was trapped inside? Or, as most viewers believe, could this have been the spirit of a deceased individual who was trying to reach out to the man recording? Like most videos, you be the judge on what exactly was captured.
Okay, this one leaves me wanting to see more video, because the investigator in me, it's like I'm actually freaking out because that cement looks kind of fresh. If you see, there's 2 shades of it. What if there's someone in there that is trying to get help? Like someone that they thought it died and then it didn't really die. That's just the thought of it. It's like crazy. Oh man.
retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. For your love with
Hello? Hello? What the hell? Now it's working? Hello? Now it's working. I'm telling you, sometimes this is so weird. Alright, so, sorry, I just wanted to make sure that this microphone was working, since you guys didn't hear at all what I said. Alright, now it's for real. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye. Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.